Most people think willpower is the answer. If they could just be stronger, more disciplined, more motivated, everything would change. But willpower doesn't fail because you don't have enough of it. It fails because it was never designed to last. Willpower is effort. And for the brain, effort is expensive. You see, your brain's primary goal isn't success. It's survival, and survival means conserving energy at all costs. Every time you resist an urge, make a difficult decision, or force yourself to act, your brain pays a price. This is exactly why your willpower feels strongest in the morning and weakest by night. It's not because you suddenly became lazy. It's because your mental resources were spent throughout the day. This phenomenon is known as decision fatigue. The more decisions you make, the less control you have left. Just think about how your day actually works. You decide when to wake up, what to wear, what to eat for breakfast, which emails to answer, which tasks to prioritize, what to ignore, what to respond to. By the time you finally get to the one important habit you truly care about, your brain is already tired. Willpower doesn't just disappear in a flash. It erodes quietly throughout the day. And once it's gone, your brain starts searching for relief, fast relief, comfort, distraction, ease. This isn't because you're weak. It's because your brain is being incredibly efficient. And this is where most self-help advice goes completely wrong. It tells you to just push harder, be more disciplined. But pushing harder only increases the mental cost. And your brain will always look for a way to stop paying that cost. Here is the truth most people never hear. People with incredible self-control don't actually rely on willpower. They rely on structure. Think about it. If temptation is constantly present, your willpower has to be constantly active. That's a losing game you can't win long term. But if the temptation is removed from your environment, willpower is no longer required. There's no internal battle. No resistance, no effort, just calm, simple execution. This is why your environment matters so much more than your motivation. Your behavior is shaped long before your conscious mind even gets involved. You don't decide to scroll through your phone. Your brain simply reacts to its availability. You don't choose to be distracted. Your environment invites distraction in. If your phone is sitting right there within arm's reach, your brain will want to check it. Not because you lack discipline, but because the reward is immediate and the cost is incredibly low. Willpower fails when the environment is hostile to your goals. It's not because the person is broken. It's because the system they're operating in is poorly designed. Truly disciplined people are not constantly resisting urges all day long. They are experts at avoiding them in the first place. They strategically design their lives to reduce the friction for the right behaviors and increase the friction for the wrong ones. This is the core misunderstanding. Willpower is reactive. It's a defense mechanism you use in the moment of struggle. Systems, on the other hand, are proactive. They make the decision for you ahead of time. Every time you have to rely on willpower, you are waiting for the battle to begin. Every time you rely on a system, the decision has already been made. This is why good habits feel so automatic and effortless for some people. It's not because they are special. It's because the decision to act happens once, when they set up the system, not every single day. There's another critical reason willpower fails: identity. Your brain's number one job is to protect your current identity even more than achieving your goals. If your deep-seated self-image says, "I'm the kind of person who is inconsistent," or "I never finish what I start," your behavior will quietly, automatically find ways to support that belief. This is why forcing a big change feels so exhausting. You're not just fighting a bad habit. You're fighting who you believe you are. The solution isn't more intensity, it's proof. Small, almost laughably easy actions that you can repeat without any resistance. Each tiny repetition becomes a piece of evidence. That evidence starts to shape your beliefs. Your new beliefs start to shape your identity. And your new identity effortlessly shapes your behavior. This is how real, lasting change happens. Quietly, without the need for a surge of motivation, without brute force. Mental toughness is often completely misunderstood. It's not about gritting your teeth and pushing through pain. It's about intelligently removing unnecessary struggle from your life. It's about designing your environment and your routines so that being disciplined becomes boring, and boring is powerful. The strongest, most consistent people are not the most intense. They are the most structured. They don't rely on how they feel on any given day. They rely on the systems they've built. So if you feel like willpower is always failing you, please stop blaming yourself. Instead, look at your environment. Look at the number of decisions you force yourself to make. Look at how much friction surrounds the very behavior you want to adopt. Willpower is a backup tool, not a primary strategy. When your structure is strong, willpower becomes unnecessary. When your structure is weak, willpower is constantly drained. The goal is not to become a stronger person. The goal is to become less dependent on your strength. Because the most disciplined life is not built on effort, it's built on design. Stop relying on willpower. Build systems that work when it's gone. If this video helped you think more clearly, take a moment to like it. If you want more psychology-based videos on self-control, focus, and quiet discipline, subscribe to the Mental Blueprint. And if something in this video stood out to you, leave a comment. I read them. Thank you for watching.